It's your boy Webby. Stay Webby TV back at y'all with another one. Let's get it, man. Let's talk about how Triple H, aka Triple K, is burying Carmelo Hayes' career, man. So Carmelo Hayes, he's the former NXT champion, former two-time NXT North American champion, and he's also the superstar who has held the championship for a combined longest period. He is also the last superstar to win the NXT Cruiserweight champion after he unified it with the North American title before joining the WWE. Now, he was drafted third overall to the main roster. You understand what I'm saying? And Carmelo Hayes has already shown that he is the youngest, most athletic, talented guy in that ring, right? He's good on the mic, athletic. A lot of people say he's short, but he's really not. He's 5'10". 5'10" to me is not considered short. That's close to 6 feet tall. You understand what I'm saying? But this guy wrestles every week, right? And he's already shown that he wants to compete against the best guys on the roster. But since he's moved up to the main roster, Triple H has made this guy a jobber and a loser, right? We see Carmelo Hayes lose every single week. We've seen Triple H throw Carmelo Hayes in the ring with a guy like Braun Strowman, who is close to 7 feet tall, close to 400 pounds. I mean, why are you matching up Carmelo Hayes with Braun Strowman? It's only to do one thing. The reason why Triple H is doing that is because he wants to embarrass Carmelo Hayes and make him look like an idiot. You understand what I'm saying? That's all it is, bro. That's all it is. Most recently, you had Carmelo Hayes fight Jimmy Uso. The first match got interrupted, so it was disqualified, right? The second match, Jimmy Uso won. Now you guys got to ask yourself, right? Why is Carmelo Hayes losing to a jobber like Jimmy Uso, right? Like let's be honest, right? If Rikishi wasn't Jimmy Uso's dad, and if Jimmy Uso wasn't related to The Rock and Umaga and all them, right? Jimmy Uso wouldn't even be on the WWE roster. Like, he wouldn't even be on NXT because he's garbage, right? He does the same moves that his other Samoan brothers do. Like, he does the same exact moves that his brother does. Like, he does the kick, right? Jumps off the rope. Absolutely no original creativity in that ring. The fans don't like him. He's not over with the fans. You understand what I'm saying? He's just a jobber, right? He did fight in WrestleMania against his brother. His brother ended up winning, right? But other than that, man, I mean, Jimmy Uso, he's just known for being his brother's former tag team partner, right? His twin brother is obviously over with the fans. He's going to be in WrestleMania. His brother won the Intercontinental Championship from Braun Breaker, even though he lost it a month later. And, his brother has the biggest pop in the WWE right now. The fans go the craziest for Jey Uso right now. So Jey Uso, who is main event Jey Uso now, is a superstar. It's official. He eliminated John Cena, and he's most likely going to go to WrestleMania and take that belt from Gunther. But, I mean, to have Carmelo Hayes, who's a young talent, who the fans like, who's entertaining, who's funny, to have him lose to a loser like Jimmy Uso is a spit in the face. You understand what I'm saying? LA Knight beat Carmelo Hayes, right? Now that's commendable because LA Knight is that guy, right? But we've seen Andrade beat Carmelo Hayes a couple times. Let's see. Cody Rhodes is beating Carmelo Hayes. That's understandable. But what I'm trying to get across to you guys is every time we see Carmelo Hayes in that ring, he's losing. And just look at the Royal Rumble, right? The guy enters the Royal Rumble, runs in the ring, does a beautiful Rey Mysterio type move. You understand what I'm saying? Like where he jumps up and pulls the guy down with his legs. Pause. But that was a great move that Carmelo Hayes did when he first got into that Royal Rumble. But how did he get out of the Royal Rumble? He gets speared by Braun Breaker out of the ring. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about, bro. Every time we see Carmelo Hayes, Triple H is doing everything in his power to embarrass him. Now, you got a lot of people saying, oh, well, it's only Carmelo Hayes' first year in the main roster. Of course he's going to lose, right? And some people have made good points, right? Like some people have said, even though Carmelo Hayes is losing, he's still facing top tier competition, right? Like he's fighting Cody Rhodes, he's fighting LA Knight, you know, like and I get what people are trying to say, but why didn't this happen to Braun Breaker, right? Braun Breaker, you know, he's fresh on the main roster, and you don't see Braun Breaker losing every week. Braun Breaker, 9 times out of 10, it doesn't matter who he's fighting, he's winning, right? For example, we just had Saturday night main event where Braun Breaker was facing Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship, right? The Intercontinental Championship is the only belt that Sheamus hasn't had. So the fans wanted Sheamus to win. You understand what I'm saying? And Sheamus lost. Braun Breaker beat him. You know what I'm saying? Braun Breaker lost the belt to Jey Uso for a month, got it right back. Now, I think that this is because of favoritism, obviously because Braun Breaker's father is Rick Steiner and his uncle is Scott Steiner. You know what I'm saying? For those that don't know, Scott Steiner, that's the dude that this guy was jacked up off the steroids, man. Like, his muscles have muscles. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to Scott Steiner, man. Even though Scott Steiner was on steroids, I still do like Scott Steiner as a wrestler. He was very entertaining. I like the feud that he had with Triple H. But it's favoritism, guys. And I'm not trying to take anything away from Braun Breaker because, let's be honest, right? Braun Breaker was actually in the NFL. Braun Breaker is extraordinary in the ring. And in my opinion, Braun Breaker has the greatest spear of all time, man. I think his spear looks more vicious than Goldberg. Just look at that spear he did on I Show Speed. That was, I mean, that had to have hurt, man. You know, he could have broke that man's ribs, you know, spearing I Show Speed like that, man. Shout out to I Show Speed because he was just streaming last night like everything was all good, man. So I'm glad to see he's okay because I actually thought I Show Speed was injured after that vicious spear from Braun Breaker. But you guys see what I'm trying to say? Braun Breaker is a champion. He wins week after week. Braun Breaker doesn't even fight that much. He doesn't even defend his Intercontinental title that much. But whenever we see Braun Breaker in the ring, like I said, 9 times out of 10, he's winning, right? Why can't we have the same thing for Carmelo Hayes? Why can't we see Carmelo Hayes take that belt from Nakamura, the guy that just took the belt from LA Knight? Why can't we see Carmelo Hayes grab that belt from Shinsuke Nakamura? Why? Why? Why does Carmelo Hayes have to be a jobber? Why does Carmelo Hayes have to be a human pinata for people to laugh at? You understand what I'm saying? And this is why people say what they say about Triple H, because this, ever since Triple H has taken Vince McMahon's spot, this is what we're seeing. You know, there's a lot of black talented wrestlers that are not getting any push. Where is Omos at? Where is the 7'3" African giant who's 400 pounds? Where is Omos at? You feel me? Why can't we see Omos versus Braun Strowman? That's a fair match. Those are two guys that are similar in size and in weight, right? Why do we got to see Braun Strowman beat up Carmelo Hayes? And Triple H tried to redeem himself because the following week there was a rematch and Carmelo Hayes ended up winning. But who cares? He shouldn't have. Well, my point is, he shouldn't have been in the ring with Braun Strowman in the first place, bruh. That's my whole point. We should see Carmelo Hayes facing people that he can beat. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get Carmelo Hayes winning week after week so we can build a solo championship run, bruh. I'm not saying that Carmelo Hayes should be the world heavyweight champion. I'm not saying that he should, you know, try to take that belt from Cody Rhodes. He has to earn that. But damn, my guy Carmelo Hayes can't be a tag team champion with somebody? Carmelo Hayes can't be an intercontinental champion? Carmelo Hayes can't be the United States champion? Come on, man. He is the most talented, youngest dude on the roster right now. The most athletic. You understand what I'm saying? When he comes out, the fans pay attention. He gets a pop from the fans. He's funny. He's entertaining. His moves in the ring are great. You know, guys like Jimmy Uso should not be beating Carmelo Hayes, man. It just shouldn't be happening, man. So, you know, hopefully 2025 can be different for Melo, man. Because if things keep going like this, man, I think Melo, he just needs to leave, man. Go to AEW where you'll be treated better, man. Or go to TNA. You know, but TNA is partnered up with the WWE, so, you know, he would be best to just go to the AEW, man. But let me know what you guys think about this video. It's your boy Wavy.